afterwards. See if it works. All right. Sorry. Source.
20 minutes or 18 minutes.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes till it begins. Throw that up here. Let me
Wait. All right. This
sorry,
door's open
the
thing,
doors
Jeff.
the doors
Oh,
opened.
come on.
The doors open to a countdown. That was Jeff. That was
Jeff.
You're baited there. Let me update the title real quick. We're no longer reacting to Nintendo. We're reacting to
So
it says
Bion
day
is
of the
after.
devs, July showcase.
When is Bugsnax?
Bugsnax already happened. We missed it. You just missed it just now. We got songwriter Jonathan Ang performs as exclusive Sayonara Wild Hearts acoustic set.
Oh.
That's at 7:50. And then
I
world
see.
premiere is hosted by Keeley.
So Bugsnax is actually in the middle of the main thing.
Featuring Miss Piggy and Caro Bonito.
Yeah.
Miss Piggy. Okay. I saw
So
that
8.
announcement.
Yeah. So that'll be at 8 when
And Scooter
Jeff gets on.
And
And
Scooter.
Scooter.
Scooter's gonna be stage managing.
Okay. Whew. So we got what was besides the Smite announcement? Wasn't there? What were the other highlights from the last day of the devs? Do you remember, Blood?
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
Because there were some like I remember feeling
I
the
mean,
best
I really
about
liked.
that.
I really liked the first one.
Yeah.
And I felt like it had a good pace and a lot of variety. Yeah, the Smite announcement made the thumbnail.
Oh, Curse of the Moon 2 was
Oh.
Shadow. Yeah, that
Crash
game.
Bandicoot 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they let off with that. I remember.
Alf.
They had Alf. The Alf bit written by Kyle
Yeah.
Bossman.
So yeah, and that both Alf and Crash Bandicoot and the Avatar thing were all before the day of the devs thing started.
Oh.
They showed the game heads, the student thing, remember? In Oakland. The Artful Escape. Starbase, remember that crazy space game that was like it seemed like you could do anything and like the multiplayer and all that crap?
It was like an MMO, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Or no? It was the one that we're like, there's no way this is like current gen or something. I think.
A lot of these are going to be hard for me to remember like what they look like just off the name. Foregone. Spinch, I remember being really crazy looking. England, I remember being really crazy looking. Skate Story, we saw that a couple of times.
Yeah, we saw that a few times that week or weekend.
Black Book, Drake Hollow, we saw there. Panzer Paladin, we saw there, which is out pretty soon.
Panzer Paladin, yeah.
Haunted Garage, Eternal Cylinder was there. That was cool.
Man, Eternal Cylinder.
They showed new stuff for Sky, the that game company game. The Night is Gray, Knuckle Sandwich. Oh, Sea of Stars was in there.
Oh
yeah.
Overlooked Trail was that really crazy one where you like came out of the guy's mouth and stuff.
Oh yeah, we didn't like know what's up.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Some of it like visually I'd have to like scrub through and look at them again because I don't remember all of them by name. I mean, I remember the names, but I don't remember what like they all look like. But it's a good variety of stuff.
This one, I mean, just because at the end of the last one, I'm assuming they had some games lined up for July, but they put a call out for submissions. So it made me feel like they maybe didn't have like a full lineup ready to go for July, and we're like, hey, we still need some stuff. Like, was it like we just have a few more slots we need to fill? Do you feel, or do you think like they were still assembling the whole presentation for this one?
They talked online like they had stuff that they couldn't fit into one showcase. So I think it's a mix. I think they had some things left over, things that maybe weren't ready to be shown yet, and then they wanted to still get some new stuff in as well.
Oh my gosh, if someone's chat suggesting may no more Hero Studios show up here, that would be kind of weird.
Sure, why the hell not?
I mean, cool, but
Yeah.
Why wasn't in the min? Yeah. Is there any games that you might know? Not Hubert Blood. Sorry, it's early. Anything you might expect to be here? I'm trying to think of anything, and any of you can think of anything that you think might show up here that.
I'm too tired to think.
Yeah.
Um.
I had some coffee.
Yeah, I
I'm still
mean,
awake.
Bugsnax, potentially.
Psychonauts 2? Yeah, that's a good idea,
Oh,
Chet.
yeah.
Shenmue 4. That'd be
I mean,
something.
yeah, Psychonauts 2 I wouldn't think would be here because I think that, Double Fine usually doesn't show their own games at the data dev stuff, but maybe. They could potentially have something smaller that they're working on too. They have a lot of different projects. I'm looking at last one now. Like Foregone was the one where it's like more of a side scroller Metroidvania kind of thing with is a girl that does both melee attacks and like guns and stuff. Spinch was all kinds of crazy. It had like a bunch of rainbows and
Yeah, the name is definitely familiar.
squiggly line art and stuff like that.
Spinch.
Get it together, Spinch.
I was trying to look up anything I could think of. No. Will Sable reveal itself? Is that?
Oh, you were into, or no, you weren't actually there. I think, but maybe afterwards you were talking about Black Book, Jones.
Oh,
It was like kind of like a witchcraft and stuff like that.
Ooh,
They already announced the lineup for this, so we already know what's going to be here.
Deck building RPG.
All right, so we got some. I got some games that are going to be here.
Oh, nice.
All right, so this comes courtesy of PC Gamer. The show will kick off with a look at games including An Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs. That's the whole name of the game.
cool.
Yes, I remember this somehow.
Dreamscaper, Figment, Creed Valley, Ghostrunner, GriefHelm, I Am Dead. Oh, I think we've seen that already, right?
I Am Dead. I remember that.
That's the island one, right? With the guy, like at the end, he goes, "The thing is, I am dead," right? Or am I missing? No, maybe I get it wrong. Mechinus, Tunche or Tunche, Unto the End, and VoidTrain.
Wow, Ghostrunner's the only name I recognize out of there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there might be more games than that. Just these are the ones that are
His
confirmed. to be there.
I Am Dead,
Yeah.
the sequel to I Am Alive.
Or I Am Bread. I like it's better.
I am
that's even better.
Bread.
I am Fred.
Oof.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be a
I still think there'll be surprises in there, though.
10
I don't think
minutes.
they
Yeah,
have
long
everything.
minutes.
Oh, did they go offline?
No.
It just kind of loaded for a
Oh.
second.
Gotcha. Well, Jones,
Yeah.
you still have 10 minutes for a power nap.
Yeah.
Sounds like some power naps are needed right now.
Yeah.
Man, sorry, I just want to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Talk about it.
He's having a good time.
He's having a good time.
with Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima chat.
Jones is
for those of you
laying
who aren't-
on the floor right there.
Jones just took us. There we go.
Is Sophie awake? Can we get a Sophie check
Man,
in?
if I take a nap, I'm not getting back up. That's just just truth.
And
It's
he's
as simple as it is. happening.
and I can't. I mean, it's like
I'll sleep through a couple
Ghost of
minutes
Tsushima
and
has
take a nap.
consumed me, chat.
Yeah,
Like, I
chat
just
start like we literally
cannot
we
wait to
wouldn't
play
have
it
been
more.
live for another 10 minutes if we had done this without the Nintendo Direct.
I am gonna say though, yes, the Fox stuff. I thought I had like done them all. I'm like, dude,
There's a lot.
I thought I thought I locked all the charm slots. I'm like, yes, I did something. I completed it all. And then I looked in the collection. It said X of Y amount, and the Y amount was more than twice as many as they've done left. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah. If you want to collect stuff, there's a lot in that game to collect.
I was like, it
A
is
lot.
Assassin's Creed in that regard.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
such
too
Jones
many.
made, dude.
like, nah, I'm kidding.
Jones,
Yeah,
when you
they're-
dive in Jones finally, you're gonna have a good time.
I just the shrine stuff to me is still like the coolest shit. Like the platforming, figuring out where you need to go to reach the top.
Mhm.
That stuff's really cool. I
Yeah,
love
it is
that
fun.
a lot. I won't get tired of those. I think they're spaced out pretty nicely there.
Mhm.
That is just traveling across that world is a pleasure. Just visually stunning.
Yeah.
The
Did you
colors
end
in
up
that game.
platinuming it, Brad? Or
No, I haven't yet. I'm working on it just slowly.
yeah,
The haiku stuff is really awesome. Yes.
Yeah, I love the haikus.
That presentation is like top notch on that.
sweet. Yeah, I still haven't got a chance to start it.
I feel like the amount of stuff you have, tools for the combat, it does accommodate, I think, several different play styles, and it's interesting what people will focus on. But man, I'm just all about. I don't really, other than like when you got to save people and it's a little risky to not use stealth. I don't like doing stealth in the game because I want the showdown. Every time there's a showdown option, I'm like, bring it, like let's do this. I love it. And the boss encounters have been kind of cool. I feel bad because I did all the side stuff I think I could possibly do before the end of Act 1, and a lot of the boss fight stuff towards the end of Act 1, no spoilers here, chat, by the way, I felt like I was just toying with my food. I was like,
can't wait. Can't wait.
It's on normal, so I'm like, I think it might be time to maybe crank it up to hard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you should be on hard, dude.
Yeah. It's like with the amount of skills and stuff I've unlocked, and it's only in Act 1,
if you're doing like everything, you're gonna outscale everybody.
I was like, it might be time to up the difficulty, so I might do that next time. Bump it up.
Bump it up.
Man.
I can at least roll through our schedule real quick. That'll take a minute.
Sure.
Jones is just rolling after this into Cup of Jones.
Oh yeah.
So that's for patrons for $1 and up. You get to get some updates on what all's happening, as well as Jones answering our weekly business questions. And do you have any editorial tease for today, Jones?
Sure. I mean, today's a bit of a more personal one. It's not like business focused. It's about vanity, which is a great
vanity,
which is a great conversation to have when I am really tired on a Monday morning. That'll definitely be a part of it. A piece of the pie of just like
inspired by all the face cream that you've been using with the sponsorships.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, lots of Lumen, lots of Manscaped. So I've been very focused on my appearance.
Coming up later today is Frame Trap, which Brad and Jones, you guys are both on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of Tsushima talk in there, yeah.
Lots of Tsushima talk.
That's the first time I had more games to talk about than ended up talking about on Frame Trap in a long time. I'm usually just lucky if I can scrape.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that you had talked about Iron Man, because I figured you had something else that you would want to do it other than that, since you had done the review.
Yeah, it was neat to, I don't know, Iron Man's the kind of game where you have one conversation in a review, like you really have a condensed opinion where you're like listing everything out and talking about like the major issues, where I was really looking forward to just telling somebody about like the fun parts of it and like what really worked, because gameplay wise it's fun. And it was nice talking to Ben, because Ben's done a lot of VR stuff this year as well, so
yeah,
it's good to lots of VR, but it was good to cover at least a little slice of it.
And then tomorrow night, the big one, Hall of Greats.
Oh shit.
We are not ready.
Yeah, I was like, we're not ready for that.
We are not ready, but we are doing it. It's gonna be fun. Hunting Huber. So yeah, I think episode 6 going public on Wednesday morning, and then the final episode with Jones is gonna be live for patrons. That is
messy episode.
That one is off the rails. That is so funny.
Bit of lunacy in that one.
I just love Ian's edits in it. Like, there's just some good little moments, some exposition there. Mike and Mike. Did I not update that? Oh, I didn't update that on the graphic. That's Destiny 2. You guys are continuing on.
Yep.
How'd that go? the first week.
Poor Huber had to wait till nearly the end to finally be able to play with me because of how much like single player stuff or solo mission stuff you have to do at the beginning before you can play with other people.
Got-
So he was as soon as he partnered up with me for a dungeon or whatever, like a mission is equivalent of dungeon, he just like runs ahead nonstop, full guns a blazing, like just destroys everything in his path. And I'm like, where are we? Wait, what? And he's just like ahead. He goes, so dude, he goes, I've been waiting 4 hours or whatever to play. It's like I'm just watching. He just like rushed through, didn't care. He was just like, dungeon's done, dude. I was like, okay. It's like poor you. So yeah, now that we can actually play together, we'll try that out. We'll give it a proper session with multiplayer, and we'll do that for a few hours before we'll cut for the last hour to react to the anime games live Bandai Namco thing. Play anime live or something.
Yeah,
right?
play anime live.
Play anime live.
Which is funny because like they just like dropped 2 more emails into my inbox this morning for anime games. May Hatsume is coming to My Hero One's Justice 2 this summer. They didn't even give her a date. And then Watchdog Man and Garo joined the battle in One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows. So just some updates to some games that are already out.
Gotcha. We're hoping for a new CyberConnect 2 anime game from Bandai Namco. Maybe Boruto finally gets one.
Boruto, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Hatsune Miku's Sega, so yeah, it wouldn't be in a Bandai Namco
that wouldn't
thing.
be Bandai Namco. Nope. It's pretty much only shonen anime properties, and it's the big ones. So it's like My Hero, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach. They've done some stuff with Bleach, but they haven't done anything recent other than Jump Force. They haven't done like a dedicated Bleach game. It's a little bit older, I think. Yeah, so I think like they probably will talk about like a Kakarot update, I would guess. Probably Naruto / Boruto game, and maybe like one or two. I mean, I hope Tails is there. I hope Tales of Arise is there.
Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah,
I would hope so, but I also think that it probably won't be since it's had anime, right? But it's usually when it feels like they're talking about stuff that they've licensed.
So there's definitely some wording that's been used to market this, and some of the verbiage used, they are calling it just a Bandai Namco like not E3, but like it's a Bandai Namco showcase event to showcase upcoming Bandai Namco games. They don't specifically say anime in some of them, but like calling it Play Anime Live is like, it's probably gonna be the focus. But I mean, a lot of their games, I'd even say like, the aesthetic doesn't match it. Like even Ace Combat,
for sure.
Not even though I don't expect a new Ace Combat announcement, it falls into that like thing. Tekken could definitely fall in there, a new character or something. Yeah, Tekken DLC character probably could fall in there.
I'm not as sold on. Ace Combat, you're on the line, and then Tekken, I'm like, maybe not.
This event is 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time this Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's Bandai Namco's event, so we'll be checking out. Yeah, Ni no Kuni, but I don't think they're doing anything more with Ni no Kuni at this point. I think they're done with it.
I doubt it.
I think they're moving on from that. But yeah, there could also be new games. They might have new licenses or new properties that they are going to talk about. Was that soccer game theirs or no, Chad? I forget who's doing the one that hasn't come out yet.
You're talking about Inazuma 11?
Yeah, that's Konami, right?
No. Level 5 has done that, but I can't remember.
Level
who
5, Captain
published.
Tsubasa. Thank you, that one. That's the
okay.
one. Yeah, who's doing that one, chat? Who's doing?
Quiet.
Shh.
No panicking,
Quiet.
because no. Okay, it's time for opening act.
Can't hear it.
Where is our opening act? Anybody? Sayonara, Wild Hearts, you're up. Let's get this show started.
That's all the Muppets, Jones. That's it.
There you go, Jones. That's it.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name is Jonathan Eng. I'm going to play a few songs that I wrote together with Donny Lotzigan for the video game Sayonara Wild Hearts, developed by Simogo. Enjoy!
Nice. I'm gonna send out a new tweet.
Get your lighters out, chat.
Something's changed, and I didn't know you're slipping away.
Yeah, it's definitely nappy.
Sorry, what is this?
Fade.
Swing through the city like never before on PS5 with optional 4K 60 frames per second performance mode for Spider-Man.
Wait, 4K, 60 frames of performance.
I guess for the base Spider-Man game, chat. Insomniac tweeted it if you want to check it out.
Dude, sick.
Dream it out, the end of love doesn't happen this way. Why do you say goodbye so long? Sayonara, already worlds apart. Goodbye, so long. Sayonara, sayonara, wild heart. Wow. Don't say sayonara, wild heart.
Oh. Yeah.
Begin again, begin again, begin again.
We're gonna get muted for this blood.
I know. I doubt we would get.
This is an original performance, so yeah.
Nah, he's going for us, dude.
Yeah, Keely takes this out.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
It is a
planned.
weird. It is a weird thing where it's like, oh well, I wanna listen to this, but then what are we doing here?
Listening party.
It was the end. That's the saddest story ever told. Would unfold.
This is definitely someone's first ECLS.
Don't you know
Welcome.
how it goes? It means
Wow.
Community
It's
showcase
MT5
vibes.
and then yeah, it's
I guess that's what we are. I have tried to forget all the pain and regret.
The quality on this is really good, though.
It's the last time tonight as you hold me so close in your arms. I just know it's the last time.
Sayonara Unplugged.
And I'm strangely alright. No need to understand. Cause I'm just happy to begin again.
Hey man, I haven't been able to go to a show for
Begin again.
months.
Begin again. Bass drum in my chest. Strobing lights reflected in my tears.
I would love like an acoustic like trailer accompaniment, you know, for like one direct or for one, like the whole thing. It's just literally one guy live and then waits for the trailer to start and then plays it. Speaking of shows, like that's always fun. We have a composer who looks like Raiders. Like to
It's like what Sony's press conference was.
which is it's only Devolver's shaking things out. You know what I mean? Everybody's they got some strict format they gotta follow.
It's true.
I want 3D. That's why I like the Muppets, you know. He's trying things.
He loves
Likes
Muppets.
Yeah.
Jones, I mean, it's not like the Muppets are doing
There's
anything
some
else.
puppet agent out there that you call. It's like, what do you got? And they're like, I got
Sorry,
dinosaurs, I got Alf, I got Fraggle Rock, I got. He's like, okay. Let me take Alf.
No, not Alf.
You already got him.
Alf sucks, dude.
Imagine that call.
Sorry, yeah, like I'm using headphones, but the mix for some reason my headphones sounds like I'm listening to it through speakers somehow.
That sounds like it to me too. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
weird.
like I don't know how to like. That's the best way I can describe it is like even when I'm wearing headphones, I feel like I'm listening off speakers.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it made everyone sound a little weird when they were talking a second ago.
'Cause it's time to forget all the pain and
It just sounds like far away from the mic, I guess. But he's being louder to
It's the
compensate.
last time tonight as you hold me so close in your arms. I just know it's the last
I love when YouTube's technical support replies to something that was fixed days ago. Like, oh, we'll look into that.
Yeah, well, sure, they're looking into it. And watch, when they look into it, they'll undo the fix. Because they're like, oh, wait.
That would mean unpublishing videos, so I don't think that's going to happen.
And I'm strangely alright. No need to understand. 'Cause I'm just happy to begin again.
It's also very focused. He's like over here. You know, it's like it's a little more on the left side than it is on the right side. So that's why it's like
Gotta show that skull, Jones.
oh, just the audio. But yeah, the skull stuff. I mean, I
I
could
don't know. The
I
audio
could
sounds
do
really good to me, so I don't know.
I could do 3 or 4 more skulls. Oh, there's more.
Last song?
Busting out the cat, though.
What's the word? Does that thing have a name? When familiar
Apparently Nocturne HD will have an easy mode.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you switch back and forth?
I don't know, there's a mode select. It says merciful, normal, hard.
Merciful.
Chris Tayl's demo comes to Switch today.
Nice. Yeah, because it's going to be on the Xbox demo thing tomorrow.
But then you came around, said it's time to let go, and you took me to a place I don't know.
Yeah, Chad, if you see like a full list of the Xbox demos, tweet that thing at me. 'Cause I don't look forward to searching through the store interface.
I'm a big fan of watching somebody play an instrument in front of another instrument they're not playing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that vibe. It's like imagining what that piano would sound like, but it's just he's teasing it the whole time.
It'd
be like-
why?
It'd be like playing piano in front of like a giant drum set. You're just like, you're doing the drums at some point? Like,
It's home
"Nah, man,
studio. What do you want?
I'm just at this part of my office. It's like, I love it. Maybe the skull will take it away. It's like, why just go straight to that piano, man? Just hit one note.
Alright.
Uh,
Soundtrack available now.
Okay, that was great, but let's just keep this moving along here. Where is Jeff?
It looks like he's in a closet. This is
Keighley?
hilarious.
Yeah, this is
Anybody? I
like
think
Nolan
it's
North
pronounced
from
Keighley.
the Future Game Show. It's
Spelled strangely, but I think that's right.
like functional, but a bit
Can someone
awkward.
find Jeff, please? Okay, well, cue the graphics.
This song selection is still like Tony Hawk from the beginning.
I was just
I know,
gonna say this is a Tony Hawk song.
I played
Hey
Sayonara.
guys, it's Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the Summer Game Fest July Developer Showcase. This is a great event because we get to show a ton of games to you across the entire industry, from small and bigger studios. We've got Miss Piggy coming up as a special guest. You already saw Scooter from the Muppets. Thanks for stage managing, Scooter. And we've got the world premiere performance of It's Bugsnax, the theme song for that game, coming up very soon. So lots of great stuff today. But first,
Oh yeah, I'm all about this.
That was Rogue.
Yeah, it's Rogue again.
Not again.
yeah,
It's
glitch-
not
Keighley
right?
skits,
Keighley
dude!
decided to-
Keighley
All right, Mr. Keighley. And now I'm coming directly to you.
No.
I already
No.
stepped into the spotlight, but I've got even more Rogue Company
The
info
Keely
to show off
expression where
today.
he's like,
Today, why not
yeah, the confused
right now
Keely
here in the
bit is
developer
like,
showcase?
that's always
You
the
ready?
bit. Like, there's not many
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
variants of
Of
the Keely
course.
bit. It's always the
He
confused
kept this
Keely.
recruit on lockdown. What better way to unlock her than with a key? Lee,
I'm taking a
introducing
nap now.
Ronan.
All right, sounds good. Okay,
Okay,
Glitch,
Glitch,
let's take a look.
Sorry, Jeff. I hacked your PC.
I'm sorry, Chad. I was too busy
Script.
laughing at it to
Man,
notice
I
that said
can't
more info
wait for
coming
those
today.
announcements
No,
from
we're
during
not
the
getting to that
direct.
right now. Let's focus on this new rogue, please. Can we do that?
live feed beginning now.
No.
Yeah, it is funny. It does feel like they kind of like
No, we don't have one.
they took a cyberpunk thing and a Watch Dogs thing.
I think more Watch Dogs than anything. It's extremely Watch
Welcome
Dogs too.
to E7, home to the world's most exclusive
Oh, is
collection
this John
of
Wick?
top-tiered munitions.
I'm just saying the way that like Cyberpunk
What
like
can I help
hacked the
I'm
Xbox
looking
conference
to
that
make
one
a
year.
statement. Mission accomplished. Oh, but you're here to accessorize. The P12K works with any ensemble.
That's like the mom jeans of guns. Statement, remember?
Right. Something more street style then. The Arbiter is in season.
Kinda limiting.
Perhaps something from our high volume line.
Nope.
The fully customized
It's like every gun
Mamba
cliche
AC
ever.
rifle, side-folding polymer stock, pre-floated mil-spec barrel, advanced dual-beam laser sight. The perfect tactical weapon.
Too many plastic parts. Classes will check it.
It's a
Samurai
lightsaber.
sword.
Lightsaber.
It's time to go.
Shall I wrap that up for you?
Nah, I'll wear it out.
Excuse me, ma'am, you overpaid.
The extra's for the door. You should duck.
I just don't know anything else about this game right now. Pretty long cinematic.
Yeah.
Nothing's really been added. Guns are cool. Guns are cool. Most games have them. I've already seen gameplay of this. And it's not great.
Sword was good buy. Think of money we'll save on ammo. Okay, we did your store. Now we do mine.
The free runner on the
Send me
sign of
sushi.
teeth,
Here
something
we
else.
go.
The guy that hacked in is not in the trailer.
Get paid?
There's the big news. Rogue Company is available today in early access across 4 platforms. And joining us right now on its big launch day is First
Nice
Watch
poster, though.
Games and Scott from the team.
That's awesome.
Scott, I know you're a new studio, sister studio to the Smite team. This is exciting. Tell us a bit about
That's
your
where they got the
vision
budget.
for Rogue Company. What kind of game is it?
So yeah, first and foremost, we are a third-person round-based shooter. But what we're bringing to the table here is that we have a unique blend between action gameplay and tactical shooting.
Do you?
And you're also bringing that action gameplay tactical
Got
shooting
an axe, though.
to
This could be interesting.
4 platforms right
And
here
hey,
at
respect
the
for just having
beginning.
this kind of
tell us a bit
looks
about
like
solid
that.
stream of gameplay, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
today
true.
we
Being
are
really
launching,
straightforward
and
about it.
with
This is
going
it.
out on all
Graphically,
4
getting, like,
platforms, we are actually gonna be
Hitman
launching
meets-
with crossplay and
It's like
cross
Hitman
progression,
visuals.
which is something that
Over
we
the
hold
left
very
shoulder.
close to
Ugh,
our hearts
hard
at
to
First
watch.
Games. We want people to be able to play the game they want
That
with their
right shoulder.
friends, regardless of the platform. It's one of the worst experiences of all time is trying to figure out like what platform your friends playing on and if you can play with them. We just want you to be able to
Colored
play the
smoke.
game.
Everyone's doing it. now.
And we saw you on the Nintendo Direct. I know you're doing 60 frames per second on the Switch and all other platforms too.
That is correct. So one of the goals we had, and so a big pillar has always been cross-play, cross-progression.
That's
And so
interesting
in
for
order
a
to
direct.
make
That doesn't
that,
happen
you know,
often,
fair
where a
across the
direct will
board, we
show
need
up
the
and then
same
that
experience
game will
for
also be
everyone. And we
mentioned the
wanted to
same
bring
day,
60
and then the
FPS,
people in that other
including to the
presentation
Switch
knew
on
the
both
direct was going to
handheld and
happen.
docked.
Like
And I'm happy to say that
directs
we
usually
actually were able
kind of
to
on their
achieve
own.
that.
Let's
Do
talk
their own
about some of the
thing.
characters. We just saw that great.
I've just seen a lot of that
piece
this summer.
from
You know,
the
like
team at Blur with Ronan
showing
and
up multiple
Blur.
times.
Who are those characters?
Hosts talking about it.
So yeah, a little bit about them. So Ronan is the newest recruit.
Got that
for
money
the
for that
company.
Blur.
And so her and Dima are kind of showing
CG.
off a little bit of their arsenal. But what's important to the gameplay here is that they are 2 of 12 rogues that Rogue Company will have at launch. And
2 of
just a
12.
little bit about a lore here. The rogues go where the governments can't. And what that ultimately means is, you know, the rogues look good, they save the day, and they get paid.
Rogue Company early access today. Servers are online.
That is correct. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. But yes, you can become a founder today by getting the game on either the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or PC via Epic Game Store.
Awesome. All right, Scott, First Watch Games. Congratulations on launch. We will see you online.
Yeah, try it out.
Okay.
Announcement.
Overcooked.
Yes, dude. This is the end. Yeah. Finale. Okay, Overcooked 2. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did they make 3 already?
Might be 3. Because they've done so much.
Oh, remastered? What?
Oh, okay.
Okay, alright.
4K, baby.
Sure. Okay, fine.
Give 3 time, Jones.
What a weird game
Let
to
it
remaster.
cook.
What a weird game to remaster. You pet him now? That's funny. One was harder than 2. It's interesting.
What do you mean? Like,
Troop and I had to like fasten our seatbelts for 1. Like we had like serious
online
conversations.
play.
Like, okay, look, you do this, and 2 we just done. Like, no sweat, no tears, really. Like, 1 almost ended our marriage, man. One was a big deal.
Yeah.
But they pump out a ton of extra content. Yeah.
Assist mode.
As far as like
assist mode?
kind of game of the year-ish collection games go, like if you haven't invested in this is probably like a pretty easy
New content,
purchasing
Jones.
decision. Yeah.
All you can eat.
Great name.
Nice. Just on Xbox? What?
Series X.
There's the news.
Yeah.
Overcooked All You Can Eat. It is coming to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 later this year. And to tell us a bit
No
more
Switch,
about
huh?
it,
That's a good
logo.
fill-in
Ollie
launch
and
title.
Which can't
from
run that
Ghost Town
remastered
Games and
graphics.
PlayStation 17 to talk about this. Hey guys, how you doing? I like you got the Phil. You got your game award there. We match.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Game award winning title, Overcooked, and well deserved. This game is so much fun. You guys have done such a great job over the years with it, and we're excited about this new version. So let's get into it. A next gen version of Overcooked, but it looks like you've taken all the Overcooked 1 content and moved it to the Overcooked 2 engine. And from what I understand, this is like a complete remaster, like all the art's been redone and everything.
Yeah, that's right. We basically had this plan that we were going to take Overcooked 2 and bring it out on the new consoles, on Series X and on PS5. And we really sort of took a look at what we'd created up to now since the release of the first game in 2016. When me and Ollie made that first game ourselves, there was a lot of sort of rough edges. It was very much a shoestring budget kind of game. So that when we had this opportunity to remaster Overcooked 2, we were like, well, you know what? We'd really like to go back in and just revisit a lot of that content
I think
from
this
the
is
first
new
game.
stuff.
So that we could, bring it up to not just the quality of
Having
Looks
his
like making
making
ramen,
that's
dude.
kind of that's
kinda go
new.
beyond that as well, and bring it up to the quality people expect for, the new consoles.
Yeah, so
DLC
tell
for
us
2?
a bit
I
about
recognize it. I got it.
what we can expect in this.
Caught up.
Obviously, it's got basically everything you've released from Overcooked is in this package, right?
That's right, yeah. So it includes all of
I'll be right
Overcooked,
back,
and it
sorry.
includes
Cool.
all of the DLCs for Overcooked, as well as all of Overcooked 2. One of the big things that we could do with remaking the game in sort of Overcooked 2's engine and then sort of bringing that up is that we could add online multiplayer, which obviously we had to do from like reconstructing the game from scratch because the original game didn't support online multiplayer. So that was one of the big things we wanted to bring in this, as well as the cross-platform stuff.
Rusty, one thing I read about that I wanted to give you guys a chance to talk about was the accessibility in this game. That's something that I think we've all been thinking about a lot as an industry, of how to make games more accessible. And you guys have put some effort into the accessibility of the game. Can you maybe tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, 100%. It's really important for us to have the game be accessible to every single person that plays it. So not only have we added an assist mode, which is obviously great for families, people with disabilities to play, which is fantastic. But we've also looked at adding colour blindness options, dyslexia font, things like this. I think it's massively important for us to support these features going forward.
All right. Well, this is exciting. We love to see Overcooked continue.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Thanks for coming on Day
expecting
of the Devs and being part
Jeff
of
to have more
Summer
announcements
Game
this
Fest.
time around.
Ollie, Phil, and Rusty, Ghost Town Games. I'm sure this is probably not the last we've seen of Overcooked, but we'll take this year's.
Yeah, that
menu
studio's just not
and
stop
see
with
what's
content
in
for this game. They do a good
Thanks,
job.
guys.
Thank you very much.
And they not a lot
Joining
of
us now
like
is someone you
oh, geez,
probably
never
won't
mind.
ever find in the kitchen, although she did have a cookbook once. But if you're a major star like her, someone else, of course, does the cooking. Please welcome to Summer Game
Somebody
Fest,
wrote that for Jeff.
Bonjour, Jeff. Hello, my fellow gamers.
Oh no, dude! Miss
Fellow
Piggy said
gamers, Miss
fellow
Piggy, I have
gamers.
no idea. I never pegged you as a video game player. I thought you'd be far too busy filming Muppets Now.
Streaming July 31st
Disney
on
logo
Disney
at the
Plus.
bottom.
It's fabulous.
Yes, of course it is. We're excited about that. But Piggy, I must say, you don't strike me as the gaming type.
Oh, really? Oh, really, Jeffrey? I don't? And I suppose you don't think I'm a game player just because I'm a woman?
No,
Wow.
no, Miss Piggy, of course not. I just think I've never heard you talk about games before, I guess. Is this a new thing for you? It's always been a secret hobby.
Jeff, I will have you know that I have over 100 platinum trophies on my PS4.
Oh shit!
I adore platinum.
I know that, but I didn't know about the trophies. That's fascinating.
Yeah, I've met all the greats. Hideo Kojima and I had sushi in Tokyo. Miyamoto-san and I are besties. And strictly between us, my series Pigs in Space was the inspiration for Todd Howard's upcoming Starfield. Yeah.
I'm a little shocked by that, I have to say.
Yeah, well, I am shocking.
Well, listen, Miss Piggy, today we're here to celebrate lots of great independent game developers with the Day of the Devs.
And Girls Make Games, an organization that inspires young girls to pursue careers in the video game industry, just like moi.
Well, it is a great organization. We're so proud to support that. Piggy, have you ever thought about developing your own game to inspire young women yourself?
Now, you know what I say about developing. Anything worth doing is worth having someone else do it for you.
That certainly does sound like you.
But I do perform in video games. Yeah. Let me give you a line reading and, yeah. Hear this. The cake is a lie. The cake is a lie.
Oh, shoot!
no.
Brilliant. Oh, a Game Award
These
winning
memes,
performance.
dude.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They're
Peggy
so
Again, the star
old.
of Muppets Now, coming to Disney Plus on July
Oh
31st.
my god,
Piggy.
dude.
Piggy.
I wonder if that cake has buttercream frosting. Oh boy. That would be great. I'm famished.
Last month, we announced that Avatar: The Last Airbender was teaming up with
Uh-oh.
Smite, and that battle pass
Damiani's
is
gone.
now available. But if you're wondering what's next for Smite, check out this announcement.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob would be hilarious. Tsukuyoni.
Ah, yes.
Ah. It's just a new.
Okay, let's see who's up next here. Look on my screen. Oh, Bugsnax.
Bugsnax hype.
Bugsnax. Kiro Bonito. Anybody know? Is Bugsnax plural? Because we only have so much room here on the stage. Anybody?
Stage, you're in a closet.
Just the
no
stage
one's in that room with you.
here. Nobody tells me anything.
Look, Jones, his piano's being used.
I know, I was gonna say.
Nice.
This be at the Game Awards.
Yes.
Oh.
100%.
Will they add some sort of animation element you can only see at home that I'll miss?
Look.
Well, never mind. No one's at the Game Awards. And I was gonna say I'll miss it live, but sadly, Game Awards will be digital this year. Yeah, sadly, Bugsnax has way more energy than the Muppets. Both Muppets appearances. Both Scooter and Piggy are a little sleepy today.
13 strong of grumpuses who all set off seeking out a better life on Snaptooth Island. They did find a tasty quest to fill the hole that many feel inside their soul. Venture deep to reach the truth, and maybe you'll learn something too.
I didn't know about the rap break. Apparently, I've listened to this entire song.
Heard the full song before.
Damiani, you were very vocal when we talked about the soundtrack last week. Good. Like, I don't want you sleeping on Bugsnax. What do you take?
Bugsnax, yeah, mine.
Don't know.
True. That's true.
Oh no, man.
Just bug snacking. Nice. Cyclops vibes.
Oh, 7A. That's a nice design on that vinyl.
Now available on IM8.
Yeah, that's it this holiday.
Cool.
Strap in, folks. This game's
Best
for all
Buy.
the
Best
money.
Buy.
Yes. Throwing controllers at TV screens. Nope. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Wait, shadow. Oh, I thought they were gonna shadow drop like.
Okay, well, we got to get this show on the
Pre-order
road.
now.
We still
Oh
have
my God.
lots of games to show. Let's see here. Secret world exclusives. Secrets? Wait, you can't keep secrets from the stage manager, people.
Yes, you can.
That's funny.
What's the difference? Stand by
Now that
for
bit I
Day
understand
of the
and
Devs
enjoy.
in 3, 2, 1.
Just more Tim Schafer.
See?
Pretty sure it's Tim's.
Who is it? Oh, hello. No, don't be scared. What is Day of the Devs? Come inside the box and you'll find out.
See, somebody like Tim Schafer just gets better and better in a pandemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Schafer's not afraid of times like
This
these.
is Schafer's social distancing.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Welcome to my home. Would you care
Now I
for
want some like Tim Schafer children's show. Just Schafer's backyard.
Oh, what is Day of the Devs? I'm glad you asked.
I love
Day of the
this.
Devs is a showcase of great indie titles that we've selected for you to check out because we think they're really special. We know there's a lot of games out there. We don't want you to miss the really best ones and a chance to meet some of the great developers who are putting them together. We have been doing this show with our friends at I'm8bit for about 8 years here in San Francisco. It's free and people can come and check out games and meet developers. But unfortunately, we're all locked in our homes or our little cardboard boxes this year. And so we're doing some digital shows. We did one in June and it was so successful. So many submissions. They're so great. We couldn't fit them all into one show. So we're doing a special July show to share more with you. So without further ado, please check out these games and put them on your wish list and enjoy.
First up is Ghostrunner from One More Level in Poland. There's a ton of amazing games coming out of Poland right now, and this is another great example of it. It's a first-person platformer with frequent deaths, a lot of trying to find your perfect run and perfect path through it, and it's gorgeous. Enjoy.
It sounded like Bion is doing
My
the
name is Radek Ratuszny.
music in
We
between
are
there
One
too.
More Level, a team of 30 people who are working really hard to deliver you some fresh, hardcore, first-person action experience set in the post-apocalyptic cyberpunk world, Ghostrunner. The action takes place inside a gigantic megastructure called Dharma Tower, which is the place where the last remnants of humanity shelter after the cataclysm called the Burst, that destroyed most of the life on Earth.
Oh yeah, this looks great.
The player takes control over Ghostrunner.
Oh my god.
Who is a heavily augmented combat specialist and bodyguard.
Prisoner threat level
That's
extremely
right,
high.
Damiani.
Who suddenly wakes up
have to
many
look away
years
from the
after
screen.
the coup.
Holy
His
shit.
goal is
Yeah.
to reach the top of the tower and deal with the current ruler, the Keymaster.
Prisoner released.
Free at last. Pleasure to meet you. Face to face, that is. Now, let's take a look inside. This may feel a little strange.
It's like the bad guy from Tron, Jones.
Yeah.
Whatever the
Welcome
face
to
was.
Cybervoid. Time to fix you up. You can talk here, by the way. Who are you? You can call me Architect.
Yeah, Favava.
Ghostrunner also
Gilly?
uses Cybervoid, the visual representation of Dharma Tower's internal network.
Zordon. The MCP. Yeah.
Moving through Cybervoid represents the process of hacking, gaining access, or otherwise interacting with advanced computer systems.
One more thing. You can use tempers to deflect projectiles. Give it a try.
Good year for samurais, Brad.
Yeah.
Like that.
Very good.
Ghostrunner is focused on melee combat and enhanced movement abilities of our hero. You should treat deaths in Ghostrunner as a part of core gameplay.
One
It's
shot
the
dead.
element of
Yeah.
learning new types of enemies, new
Damn.
arenas, and your character abilities.
Hello? Jack, can you hear me?
Why Jack?
Right. You wouldn't know. It's a code name we used for you during the repairs. Diego said you were all jacked up when he found you, and it stuck. Do you mind if I call you that?
No.
Too bad the girl's name's not Rose.
Ghostrunner is based on one hit one kill mechanic.
The only thing is sometimes I feel like the bodies start flying before the
It feels
sword
really
animation
satisfying
completes.
to slash through the enemies with your cyber katana in a fast and precise dance of death.
Cyber katana?
It's not always an easy task. Some enemies require a special approach from the player.
Oh, this is troublesome.
How do I disable it?
First, you should get on top. You could probably cut it down.
This voice.
Amida station.
This is gonna take like 50 attempts.
Dharma Tower is completely sealed off
I can
from
see
the
VO
outside
storytelling
world
being kind of
and
fun in this, though.
self-sufficient.
As long as it's not like obstructing. There's something you have to read. Like you can just kind of listen to the story as you're going through it.
So this is the city.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've never been here?
No, I told you. The Keymaster only allows those loyal to her, and only a chosen few.
Mara strictly controls the flow of resources between the city and the base. Food.
Yeah, I
water,
can't watch this directly,
people.
Chad. It's making me
Yeah.
sick. Sorry.
And
Thank
if
you
you're,
guys for
you know, if
watching.
you're just like
Ghostrunner
way
is
into this
coming
for
later
purely
this year.
gameplay reasons,
PC,
like you don't have to
PS4
you
and
can
Xbox
turn off the
One.
subtitles
Please follow
and
us
voice
on
acting.
all
and just
kinds of
don't think
social
about it.
medias, and it would be great if you could add us on your Steam wishlist. Bye.
Every culture has their own lore passed
John,
on from
always so excited.
generation to generation. What I grew up with is different from what you grew up with. Our next game is from Leap Game Studios. They're out of Peru, and they're sharing with us all the mythological creatures and monsters that they grew up with in the form of an Amazonian badass beat-up that is so well animated it hurts.
My name is Jorge Garcia. I'm from Leap Game Studios, based in Peru, and I'm the game director for Tunche.
Okay. That bass.
Tunche is a 2D beat-em-up game in the best traditions
Tunche?
of old school
Oh,
classics
there's
like Streets
Hat
of
Kid.
Rage and Final Fight.
Hat Kid or whatever.
But it is also inspired by faster and more modern hack and slash games like Devil May Cry. All of this within a world based on Amazonian folklore and can be played alone or in co-op.
Punching fish.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of cycling beat 'em ups.
One of
Looks
Tunche's
cool.
main features is its robust
Yeah, it's
and
bummer it's
fast-paced
only two.
combat,
Make Cry,
full of
though.
combo possibilities.
It's kind
and
of like
flashing
Castle
magic attacks.
Crashers-esque. Like
Each of our five
That's
looks like it
characters
should warrant
have
more
their
characters.
own
There's like space on the top of the
style.
screen for them too. Like
And
Yeah.
also, in the footage of the game, you might find a familiar face, Hat Kid from A Hat in Time, who is a guest character on our game. Since Tunche is procedurally generated, we don't expect players to beat all of its levels and bosses in one go. Everything you will see in Tunche has been hand-drawn frame by frame.
Jeez.
All of the game's bosses are based on real tales of stories villagers tell their children if they behave poorly or if they want to scare them a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, I would have rather seen more of these other characters than
yeah, I want that guitar
this
guy.
character.
Thank you for taking the time to check out our game.
You've got
Don't
the sound
forget to
effects.
try out
Put
Tunche
them in the
Arena,
montage.
which is
You
a
have
demo
them.
available
I heard
right
them.
now.
Felt
And
like
if
to
you
me
enjoy
they're
it,
blasting
don't
that
forget
music.
to add Tunche to your Steam wishlist. Thank you.
Girls Make Games is a group based here in the Bay Area that runs summer camps for young, aspiring game developers to jam together and hone their game development skills. We've showcased their talents at our main shows many times over the years, and so it felt like a natural fit to include them in today's lineup. You'll see them scattered throughout our show today.
We got a
Let's
love and
check out
respect
what the
question
next
I didn't
generation
include
of
it
game
that said that
developers
side
have been up
cam on interviews when they just
Hi
randomly
everyone,
cut to the
my
side
name
of
is
a
Layla
person.
Shabir.
They
I'm
were
the
like,
founder
I want
and
those
CEO
gone.
of Girls Make Games.
Oh, those erased from existence.
We're super honored to be presenting here at Day of the Devs thanks to Double Fine and Tunche. Girls Make Games runs summer camps and workshops where we teach girls ages 8 through 18 how to design and program their own video games. Our campers learn everything that goes into making a fully functional prototype. The best part about camp really is the community. So many of our campers will be like, I had no idea there were so many girls like me out there. I love going to camp because I don't feel as crazy having played Undertale like 15 times. I'm not kidding, that's a real story. So the top 5 games are presented to a panel of judges, and the winner gets a grand prize, which is basically getting your game kickstarted, professionally developed, and then published. Today I want to talk to you about 2 games that were grand prize winners in the past at Girls Make Games. The first one is Find Me, a 2017 grand prize winner. You play as a shadow that has been separated from your person.
That's true. I get it, so lights.
The aesthetics are inspired by
kitties.
Limbo,
Kitties. Yeah, shadow cats.
And they wanted the player to kind of go through a journey to discover themselves and discover their dreams and aspirations before finally finding the body.
Whoa.
Team Invenio did such an incredible job. They're a group of teen girls, Avalon, Audrey, Maeve, and Katie. But the game is coming out this year and they're insanely excited. The game went on to raise over $30,000 on Kickstarter, which is kind of incredible. It's one of our highest grossing Kickstarters. You should definitely check it out when it comes out later this year. It's going to launch on Steam first and then later on consoles.
Our next thing isn't exactly a new game, but it's related to a really fucking popular one. I'm John, I'm the co-owner of I Am 8-Bit, and for the last 8 years, we've been producing Day of the Devs with our friends at Double Fine. But I Am 8-Bit's also known for making premium collectibles for your favorite indies. That includes physical games, vinyl records, other rad stuff. We care deeply about quality. However, we don't like waste.
I heard a goose, yeah.
So for the last year, we've been quietly developing eco-friendly packaging for all of our premier products. This is what we're calling the Lovely Edition of the Untitled Goose Game for PlayStation 4. It's made of 100% post-consumer waste material. All of the components inside this and the Switch version are 100% recyclable and made from sustainable sources. The sticker included is made from a sugar-based material. We're also applying the same principles to vinyl records. This right here looks like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, but it's actually ground up pieces of used, reclaimed vinyl. It'll be remelted into brand new vinyl records that'll play perfectly on your turntable. Every copy of Untitled Goose Game will be made from this grind.
Yeah, now I want Fruity
and
Pebbles.
all the
What the
jackets
hell, man?
and even the shrink wrap will be eco-friendly, 100% recyclable. Think about this like the alpha version of our eco-friendly packaging. We really wanted to start the conversation now because it takes a while to enact change. A year from now, 2 years from now, we can look upon this as the very beginnings, the first step of something that was important. This eco-packaging has been a labor of love in collaboration with House and Panic. And the best part is, you can pre-order it right now on imapeit.com, the PlayStation 4 version, the Nintendo Switch version, and the vinyl soundtrack. We're also bringing Untitled Goose Game to global retail, and to do that, we're partnering with our friends at Skybound Games to expand our distribution reach exponentially. This means more indie games that are artful and beautiful and inspiring in more hands, more people discovering important games like this. We are so pumped, we made a trailer to celebrate.
I've never played this and really feel like I don't have to. I've seen so much of this game. So much of it, you know? Like, just in trailers, I've seen puzzles solved. I've seen characters introduced. I've seen, you know.
Remember
like...
airports? They were fun.
You have to experience
Running to catch
it.
your flight through a maze of endless identical corridors whilst emotionless voices bark orders at you from the sky. Our next game captures that emotion perfectly.
There it
It's
is.
called An Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs.
Hi, I'm Zoliver Nelson Jr. for the Micro Studios Strange Scaffold, and I'm making an airport for aliens currently run by dogs with an incredible team of people around the world.
Right.
Yeah, I totally remember this.
Nothing really looks like this game. I remember this. What in the world? What that speech
broke my brain
noise?
back when it existed. So we're now making an absurd first-person open-world
Yes.
comedy adventure game.
The dog
about
street end.
a universe of simulated airports run by stock photo dogs, where you can pet any dog at any time with an infinite number of hands.
Oh.
Stop it!
Oh my gosh!
Stop! That's too much petting! What the hell?
You travel through. They are evolving as you travel. Their store locations.
Did you hear those dogs? What the hell, man?
Are constantly changing with you, making no two
Real good.
players play the same.
What?
Oh my god, they're what the fuck?
What?
Yes, the cats invade. Yes, definitely that dog. Oh, this is great.
Brad is out. Damian is in.
I'm not out. I'm just not gonna pet the dog like that.
It's really rough, no pun intended. So I'm deeply thankful to be making a game set in a universe that is unapologetically joyful and kind.
Ooh.
If you miss your flight, just go back and ask a dog for another boarding pass.
What the
Wow.
Like, dogs don't care about money.
What the fuck?
Unless you're we're going to talk about his crimes later. This is a world filled with creatures that are glad to meet you, glad you're here, whether or not you help them with their strange problems.
Like, is Kyle 100% streaming this or 100% not? I can't tell.
I'm glad you're here, and I can't wait to introduce you all to this universe that has
What the
made
hell,
me
man?
love making games again when it comes to PC and consoles this holiday. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, yeah,
Next
what
up
about
is
the
Unto the
aliens
End from Two-Ton Studios. This is a husband and wife team out of Canada, now living in San Diego. And this game has a really unique combat system, all about tells and dodging. It's really easy to pick up and play, but difficult to master and always kind of evolving. I think the most exciting thing to me is that it reminds me a lot of Another World, one of my favorite games, that every scene is totally handcrafted and different from the last. So you never know what to expect.
Hey guys, I'm Sarah.
Hey guys, Steven here.
Interesting to see
Together
Greg
we're
now at
Two-Ton
PlayStation.
Studios,
It's like he
and
never
today
left.
we're going to show you a bit of our game Unto the End.
He's basically fulfilling the same role as he always did, at least on this stream.
Unto the End is a combat adventure game in the style of a cinematic platformer. It's all about a father that's trying to fight his way back home to his family.
Yeah, fight is the key word.
Lots and lots of fighting.
There's also no HUD, no loading screens. We handcrafted the world kind of as one long canvas.
Everything is purpose placed. Every rock is unique. Every piece of architecture is got lore behind it. It's there for a reason.
Crow sounds.
We spent almost the first year, maybe even more, just working on the combat system. We designed it specifically for 2D, but we still wanted it to feel really heavy and deliberate. This is not a button masher. You have to read and react in the moment.
Every action really matters.
Right.
We wanted to capture that feeling of being in a sword fight, the sweaty palms,
Yeah, the intensity of
the
it.
needing to stay calm in the moment and make the most of every opportunity.
And in some cases, fighting isn't your only option or even your best option.
You can trade with creatures, you can leave some creatures alone. Those decisions really shape the story and adventure.
Right, and everyone's will be slightly different.
Exactly.
This looks cool, man.
Yeah, it like looks like a Metroidvania, but I imagine it's kind of linear. I'm way into this.
It really is about the struggle and how you as the player are going to make it home.
Thanks so much to Double Fine and I Am 8-Bit. Extremely cool to be part of Day of the Devs.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, guys.
Our second game from Girls Make Games is a rather familiar setting for most of us. It takes place in school, and there might be some bullies involved.
The second game that I want to talk to you about is Shredded Secrets.
The hallways are always full of bullies. I feel like everyone is out to get me.
Series game. It takes a really cool anti-bullying stance, and the girls kind of came up with the concept loosely based on experiences they'd had in middle school themselves.
I remember Grandma always took me for ice cream when I came home crying. She always knew how to cheer me up.
You play as 4 different characters, so you kind of get to live the lives of 4 individuals at a middle school, 3 of whom are students and 1 teacher.
Wesley and I used to go to the arcade together. It was the last time I felt comfortable in my own skin. I miss those days. Nobody likes me, not even the teacher. I'm not a person to them, just a problem to be solved. They don't care why I am what I am.
Their lives intertwine, you kind of go through problems together, you battle with your biggest obstacles in your life, and you kind of resolve your problems in meaningful and productive ways. One of the best parts about this game is that it helps you build empathy, and I think this is literally what we talk about when we say girls' perspective is so unique, because young girls are thinking about these things and they want to make games that inspire people to be better. They want to make games that help you see what it might be like to be in someone else's shoes. And to be doing that while you're in middle school is kind of impressive. Shredded Secrets was created by Team Sarcastic Shark Clouds, and the incredible team members are Crystal, Gracie, Isadora, and Kira. Check out their game and give them a thumbs up on Steam when you see it. Our games are out on itch.io and Steam. Our mission here is to empower girls to believe that they can do anything that they want to do, and to be able to showcase these games at something like Day of the Devs is just a huge honor. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you at game launches. Thank you.
For this July showcase, we are excited to debut a few games from a brand new indie publisher called MWM Interactive. This next one is from a developer called Hidden Fields, and it is meticulously hand-drawn by a single human being. Literally, like, everything in this game is made by one guy. Every environment, every character, every model. It's crazy.
Hi, my name is Michel. I'm the founder of one-person studio Hidden Fields, located here in Lucerne, Switzerland. I've been working on this game for 6 years now, hand-penciling every texture that appears in the game. Now with this exclusive video, I can finally introduce you to the world I've created. It's full of mystery, horror, strange encounters, and places to explore. Welcome to Mundaun.
Cool. Holy cow. Yes.
Whoa.
Whoa, he's right.
Weird. A lovingly hand-penciled horror tale.
Hi, I'm Johnny Delonic, and I'm the developer of GriefHelm.
Our hearts crave conflict. They long for war.
This is also
they
one guy
wish
now.
to be freed. Released from the curse of peaceful rest.
GriefHelm is a tense dueling game about proving your worth through combat. I was inspired by the pick-up-and-play nature of party games like Nidhogg,
Yeah, I
but
was
also
gonna
the
say,
deep
it's
combat
Nidhogg.
system
Yeah,
of games like Mountain Blade, Mordhau, and For Honor. So I wanted combat to be easy to pick up, yet hard to master.
Dude, I'm all about stuff that's more like Nidhogg.
You can attack high, mid, or low, and also block high, mid, or low. You also have abilities to shove, counterattack, to morph feint, basically making it a dance to the death as you block your opponent and find the right opportunity to strike him down. You can play GriefHelm in couch co-op or online with up to 4 players.
Oh.
Set up teams or go free-for-all in several different modes. GriefHelm also has a dynamic, repeatable campaign that you can play in single player or with a friend in couch co-op.
Yes.
Just a quick turn on the horse.
Yeah.
Love it.
And new abilities, equipment, and enemies shift and change from run to run.
Is that the dark
The
side?
campaign features a dynamic
That's what it
narrative
looks like.
system, which unfolds the story differently for each player.
Yeah.
Each run is a new journey, and you uncover the mysteries of this battle-scarred land. After over 2 years of development, I can finally announce
August
that the game will
20th.
be coming out on Steam
Wow.
on the 20th of August.
Month
Join our
away.
community on Discord, at discord.gg/GriefHelm, and don't forget to wishlist on Steam.
One of my most favorite games of the last decade is called
remember
Hohokum.
that.
It's this wonderful, strange, colorful, charming, whimsical game. This next game is from the developers of Hohokum, Hollow Pond and Richard Hogg, and publishers Annapurna Interactive. It's equally as colorful and strange and weird and amazing and curious. It is called I Am Dead.
This is Shelmerston, a small but remarkable island in the North Atlantic with a long, strange history.
Same trailer.
Oh, I'm Maurice Lupton. I've lived here all my life. I've been curating the stories of this unique place for years, and here it is, my museum. But lately, well, it seems like I can do new things. And, well, it's not a big deal, but I should mention at this point, I am dead.
Hello, I'm Richard Hogg.
And I'm Ricky Haggart.
Together we worked on the games Hohokum and Wilmot's Warehouse, and we want to tell you about our next game. It's called I Am Dead and will be published by Annapurna Interactive.
I Am Dead is a puzzle adventure game. You play as Morris, the curator of a small local museum who just happens to be dead. Since dying, you see the world a bit differently, as you're able to peer inside objects. It's a bit like having supernatural X-ray vision. You can even see memories inside people's heads.
Together with your dog Sparky, who is also dead, you use your ghostly powers to reveal secrets, solve puzzles, and meet other ghosts.
The island has a volcano beneath it, which has been dormant, but now it's beginning to wake up, and it's up to Morris and Sparky to save the place they called home.
So what does the player actually do in this game?
Well, at its heart, I Am Dead's a unique kind of hidden object game where you use your ghostly ability to see inside things. As you examine things, you get to see them in a kind of dynamic cross-section, and the player has full control over this, and it feels very fluid and intuitive. It's a new way of looking at objects.
A lot of these things are just kind of beautiful and mesmerizing when you see them like this. Look inside this sculpture, it's like an abstract sculpture, but the insides are so cool.
And you can drill down inside things. There are things inside things inside things to find.
But yeah, most importantly, there are specific things that the player is supposed to be looking for, like this horse grooming glove.
A horse grooming glove?
Yeah, it belonged to your old friend Val when she was alive. It's been stolen by this fox who loves stealing gloves. Perfectly normal behavior for a fox.
Some fox hype here.
What's your favourite thing to look at in this game?
Probably this toaster.
Yeah, I like that too.
Let's talk about why you have to find
Very
these
close.
specific things.
Well, it's to do with the other ghosts. You're dead, and so are they, and in order to talk to them, you need to find a bunch of objects that meant something to them when they were alive.
Cool.
We call these things mementos. And the reason you have to talk to these other dead folks is that between you all, you might be able to stop the volcano erupting and destroying the island. We need to talk about the different kinds of people you meet in this game. There are some interesting characters.
Yeah, obviously there are local islanders. And then there are these fish folk who are a race of aquatic people who live in the sea around the island, a different kind of local. They've only recently been coming ashore and wearing clothes and stuff like that, adopting human ways.
And then people have been visiting the island from elsewhere for various reasons.
The lighthouse is now a thriving yoga retreat, and there's a sculpture park that attracts some of the biggest names in contemporary art.
Why is this guy an apple?
Oh, that's Vernon Russet. He's a famous sculptor, and also a Brayburn.
Yeah, we're getting
like these
like
bird
all kinds of
characters.
craziness now.
Yeah, they're all tourists from the island of Tia Paquito. They literally flock here in large numbers every summer, especially since the new ferry's been coming to the island.
Well, they take the ferry. Can't they just fly?
Not with all that camera equipment, no.
They didn't get their skills from Baloo.
So this is a game about ghosts, but we don't think of them as ghosts, really. They aren't spooky at all.
It's really a game about normal people who just happen to be dead. the stories of their lives told through the memories of people who knew them and the objects that they left behind.
You have to find these hidden objects that meant something to them, and in order to know what you're looking for, you delve inside the memories of people who knew them when they were alive, and discover stories that they remember about that person.
Each memory tells you a little story and also gives you a clue as to which object you are looking for. You also get to talk to the ghosts once you have found them, and of course you are always talking to your faithful dog Sparky. She's very cool.
Sparky?
Morris, you worked it out.
You can talk?
Well, I could always talk. You just couldn't understand me.
She's kind of your spirit guide. She has a better grip on what's going on in the afterlife than you do, to be honest. Okay, thanks for watching our little film about I Am Dead.
Cool. We hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Thanks for watching.
Neat Switch game.
It's important to keep an open mind while checking out this next game. It's a surreal puzzle adventure set inside the perilous human psyche, where ethics and morals will reshape your worldview. It's also a folk musical. This is Figment, Creed Valley.
Hey everyone, I'm Hans from Bedtime, and I'd like to show you guys Figment Creed Valley, the encore to our previous game, Figment.
Creed Valley. The mind's worldview is maintained here, right? Looks pretty much as I remember it.
The game takes place in the human mind. The moral compass has been shattered, making the mind unable to function properly. It's up to Dusty, the courage of the mind, to find the culprit and restore peace.
Oh.
Creed Valley is where the mind's ideals and morals are formed.
Principal squares for opinions only. None shall pass.
The opinions don't act the same when open and closed-minded. Let's find the mind converter.
It's populated by opinions on all kinds of important subjects, like if the toilet seat should be left up or down.
We can't pass the eye bridge as long as the mind is open.
You can switch between open and closed-minded, which shifts everything around you. The plants, the trees, the houses, and even how the opinions interact with you shifts.
Everyone should be able to move everywhere freely. Please pass the bridge.
Yay! Open-minded all the way.
Open-minded is a welcoming state, where the mind is set in to take new perspectives.
Oh no! What's this? The opinion on justice has been knocked out cold.
Very mysterious. Must be because the moral compass is broken.
Close-minded is where the mind gets things done. It might seem a bit more hostile, though.
The sun's not yellow, it's chicken. I tried to apply colors like words that shape poems, like notes that shape music.
But the mind actually needs both to properly work. Oh yeah, and by the way, the game's
What?
Your wickedness is what shadows hide. Don't underestimate the power of the dark side.
Dodge and weave in theatrical showdowns.
Black death awaits you.
So as you explore the world, you'll also be adding layers to the music you hear around you.
Let go so pretty! And go up to me! Look at the symmetry! And sing along with me! Dance like an idiot! Dance like an idiot!
Like an idiot.
That's all we have for Creed Valley right
That's
now.
what they want to
Thanks a lot
end
for
on.
watching. Stay safe.
Gotta be rough though if it's a really tough boss fight.
Those
It's like
boss
the
things are
8th
cool.
time you've heard the song. Like,
Oh, sure.
come on.
We've
That
been
is
friends with the
super
gang
cute.
at Us2 Games since they released their breakout hit Monument Valley. Their games are always curiosity inspiring, tons of exploration and innovation, and always oozing with beautiful art. What's crazy is they've never released a multi-platform console game until now. We have the debut trailer, and this is one you're going to want to freeze frame. It goes by fast, lots of clues hidden throughout.
World exclusive.
Hello, I'm David Fernandez Huerta from Us2 Games, the people behind the Monument Valley games, and more recently assembled with Care. Over the last couple of years, we've been secretly working on our biggest game yet, But the project started really small with a tiny team of just 2, myself and my colleague Kirsty Kitts, who is an amazing programmer and designer. We were able to start something that was very special to us, very personal, something that captures the magic of the Mediterranean summers of our childhood and also our love for nature. And now with a team full of incredibly talented people, the game has grown beyond our wildest dreams. I have a little tease here for you, and I really hope you like it.
Hi. Down for
next up is VoidTrain from Niarga Studios, a distributed team. And this game is a unique one. You're piloting a train through an empty void, exploring this world and finding materials to craft and upgrade your train, ultimately to explore these really surreal landscapes.
Hey everybody, my name is Dima and I'm the publishing producer at Niarga Studios. We're a studio of 12 people scattered all across the world, and we're making VoidTrain.
Boom. Stargate vibes.
Yeah.
Oh.
VoidTrain is an action-packed survival game where you manage your own interdimensional train while traveling through the void across the world.
Whoa!
You ride your train through the void and enter portals that lead from one world to the next. Each world is a little different. Some have tough
Shooting
enemies.
doesn't look great.
It
You
does
fight
not look
off
great.
evil Nazi soldiers
Sometimes you
that
gotta
are
shoot that
trying
guy,
to
yeah.
chase you to take your loot away from you. Others have flying islands you can explore and loot. Fly around your train on a safety rope, collecting materials around it, while the train is still moving. There are many dangers that can sneak up. Sky mines, void beasts.
Cool premise.
Yeah.
Materials are
Yeah,
needed to craft workbenches.
Workbench, maybe.
Animal Crossing.
You upgrade your train from a simple trolley into a large and beautiful diesel or Tesla locomotive. For a long time, we wanted to make a game that is unique in its setting and feels
weird,
crazy
like,
fun to
swimming
play, and we
animation
hope
thing
to
going
achieve
on there
that
too,
vision
yeah.
with VoidTrain.
Just looks kind of cumbersome flying around and grabbing stuff.
To learn more
Imagine
about
that
the
would
game, visit our Steam
spike my
page.
anxiety a little bit.
Check out the
Did I
game's
get it all?
features,
I don't
and
know.
don't forget to wishlist it if you like what you see.
A lot of
Thank
asteroids.
you. Bye bye.
Next up is Mechinus from Huey Games, based down in Manchester. This is a super cute, super charming game set in a world of gears where you play as this really adorable gear man. Enjoy.
Hello, I'm Rob from Huey Games, and we are delighted to share this world-exclusive debut of Mechinus with you today.
Mechinus.
In Mechinus, you
I feel like
embark
this
on a
in the
clockwork
same
adventure
trailer.
set in a mechanical ecosystem as Cognito, a curious creature whose duty to maintain the life cycle of this captivating world leads him on a journey to the heart of the machine in order to save
The
it.
guy from Return to Oz. Someone in chat.
I was like,
In this
only
metallic
Johns would say
jungle,
that.
where
At
life
least
is
one
mechanical
person's
rather
chat
than
would know it.
biological in nature,
My Twitch
evolution
forever,
has
man.
given
Don't know
rise
his
to a
name, but-
beautifully orchestrated set of behaviours, which underpin the tactile clockwork puzzles and dynamic platforming of the game.
You better get like a big neck at the end of this.
The distinct character design of Cognito creates the opportunity for expressive emotional responses to the events unfolding around him, which can also act as prompts for the player, building a strong connection between player and avatar, which enriches the sense of immersion in this fantastical world. As you roll through the apparatus of each unique region, you will unlock compelling characters and incredible new abilities, while turning the gears of the
steam
beautifully
whistle,
crafted
I
narrative,
keep hearing a bit
which
too
revolves
much.
around human connection and symbiosis between life forms, the environment, and the flow of resources which feed them.
The Day of the Devs thing started about 20 minutes in, so we probably have like another 10 minutes.
I want like
We
Sonic
can't
the
wait
Hedgehog
to
speed
share
in that
more
game.
details about the world
Yeah.
of Mechinus with you. So join us on the journey on the Huey Games Discord to interact with the developers and keep up to date with all the latest news. Thank you for watching and stay safe.
It's really wild to see how VR has evolved over the last couple years. People are really embracing the technology, trying new and different things. Publisher MWM Interactive and developer Innerspace VR have this game called Mask Maker, and the concept is really rad. Just take a look.
MW is that new publisher they mentioned a little bit ago.
Hello, I'm Balthazar, Creative Director of Innerspace VR. I'm proud to share with you the very first glimpse of our new project, Mask Maker. We've been working on very hard since the last few months. I hope you will be curious to see more and get as excited about the game as we are. Now I let Prospero, the Mask Maker, speak. Let's jump in.
I see you, apprentice. Now it is time to show you how I see the world.
They like almost introduced the concept of the game. Like almost.
Right.
Yeah,
They
it's
came
like,
close. They came close. Something was almost about to happen.
Oh, they ended there.
Sometimes,
Oh,
especially recently, it feels like we're living in a nightmare.
I don't know what that
Luckily,
game
we
is.
can seek solace in
Yeah.
our dreams as we
There's
sleep.
worlds. You
Yeah, I
walk
can see the
around
kind
a
of thing where
world.
it's like,
Next game,
yeah,
let's
you're,
face our fears and
whatever
do
mask you're
battle with
wearing
negative
affects what
emotions.
world you're
world,
looking
yeah.
at, but might
Or
affect
die
your abilities.
trying.
So maybe you gotta
This
like wear one
is
mask but go
Dreamscaper.
somewhere else. And,
Hey everyone, my name is Ian
Mix and
from
match
Afterburner
kind of a thing,
Studios, and along
but
with my
just
two
didn't get any of
partners,
that from-
we make Dreamscaper.
Like, so we made this cool like mountain town. You're like,
Dreamscaper is an action RPG roguelike. You'll play as Cassidy, a woman whose sleep is restless and fitful as she comes to terms with her past.
Oh, isn't this when you dive into like your dream and that's the action part or something?
I think so.
We've seen this
I
before.
feel like I've seen this
haven't we?
before somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
During the day, you'll travel across the city of Redhaven. You'll meet new friends and foster relationships with them.
It's Persona.
Unlocking story vignettes and new powers. At night, you'll dive into her subconscious.
Yes. Yeah, definitely seen this.
Exploring ever-changing dreamscapes, taking on her nightmares, and discovering lost memories.
Well, you move pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have an expansive combat system to help guide Cassidy through her dreams. As she faces off against nightmarish manifestations of her most negative emotions.
Yo.
We can't wait for you to dispel the darkness of Cassidy's nightmares. When Dreamscaper launches into early access next month on Steam.
Boy, that wish list now is
We
placed
promised
on
a lot of
that
little exclusive surprises in this
Get your
July
wish list
showcase,
now.
and this next one is from a
must
rather
discover the
popular
secrets of the
indie
wish
game
list.
franchise
Blasphemous.
called Blasphemous. This is the continuation of the saga.
Oh.
Oh, a new one? Or a new part?
Seems like it, yeah.
Cool game.
Hola, soy Michael Ortega y junto a mí está Enrique Colinet y somos los diseñadores de Blasphemous.
Hola.
Venimos en representación de The Game
DLC,
Kitchen para
ok.
enseñaros algunas de las novedades que encontraréis en nuestro primer DLC gratuito, Blasphemous The State of Dawn.
Desde que lanzamos Blasphemous hemos estado muy atentos a la respuesta de la comunidad y hemos escuchado vuestras peticiones.
Que no eran pocas.
Que no eran pocas. Por eso hemos preparado un gran número de razones para que volváis a visitar Custodia. La primera de las grandes novedades que incluye este DLC es el esperado New Game Plus, modo al que hemos llamado Verdadero Calvario.
Este modo estará disponible para quienes hayan completado la aventura principal y permitirá jugar de nuevo, conservando habilidades y objetos, pero aumentando la dificultad.
Y viene con algunas sorpresas, ya que nuestro personaje principal se llama Penitente, hemos incluido el nuevo sistema de penitencias.
Al comenzar una partida en Verdadero Calvario, podrás elegir entre 3 penitencias, que modificarán la partida de manera permanente, cambiando ciertas reglas y obligándote a afrontar Blasphemous con nuevas estrategias.
También hemos incluido una questline completa que solo estará disponible en el modo Verdadero Calvario. Y sí, eso incluye nuevos combates contra jefes, junto con nuevos objetos y recompensas únicas.
The light that you bring blinds my eyes.
Pero no todo el nuevo contenido tiene que ver con el modo Verdadero Calvario. Muchos de los cambios y mejoras estarán disponibles desde el comienzo de la aventura.
Por ejemplo, hemos rediseñado por completo la pantalla de mapa, la cual ahora te permitirá colocar marcadores personalizados y hacer zoom, entre otras mejoras de usabilidad.
I will mix it with the bile from your flasks.
thereby enhancing its gift.
También hemos incluido un nuevo NPC que potenciará los matraces biliares de penitente. Además, el mapa de custodia incluye ahora nuevas áreas y muchas mejoras visuales.
Pero somos conscientes de que moverse por custodia a pie no siempre es tarea sencilla, así que decidimos añadir nuevos puntos de teletransporte e incluso nuevas maneras de desplazarte por el mundo rápidamente.
Y además, hemos revisado y mejorado muchos aspectos básicos del juego, como las habilidades de penitente, los rezos y los enemigos. Y por supuesto, ahora podrás ejecutar a muchos más de ellos en gloriosas animaciones pixel art.
Para terminar, una última novedad que ha sido muy solicitada por gran parte de nuestra comunidad. Este primer DLC añadirá voces en español-castellano de la mano de un elenco de grandes actores con los que hemos tenido el placer de colaborar.
Por siempre os bendigo en la muerte.
Bueno, no queremos revelar todo lo que hemos
content.
incluido en este nuevo
Excellent.
DLC, pero esperamos que disfrutéis de lo que se espera en Blasphemous de State of Town.
Just sounds like they've really reworked so much of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, pet the dog.
Team 17.
Yeah, that's jolly.
I am.
Make it
I'm not
better,
trying
I
to
wish
get out of
so.
this box. It's going tiny. I think I need some help. Help! Help!
Thanks for watching the Day of the Devs Summer Games Fest Developer Showcase.
Extra special thanks to all of our generous sponsors. It takes so many people to make a broadcast like this possible, especially during a pandemic. PlayStation, Idea Xbox, Nintendo, Epic Game Store, Steam. We are so grateful. You've always been there for us. You're awesome. Super extra special thanks to Bion, creative director over at Q Games, and also composer for PixelJunk Eden 2. And by the way, Day of the Devs is coming back in November. Subscribe to our email list at dayofthedevs.com. Check in on social. We will be announcing dates in the coming months, and we're going to be looking for submissions. So please send us your awesome indies.
Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for another musical performance.
All right, well, the show is over, people. Bion is going to take us out with a musical performance. So here they are, all the way from Japan. I sure hope someone checked his Wi-Fi connection. And I think I'm going to take a break.
I need to listen to this, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll be back in just a sec.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can do post show and discussion and stuff too. But this is actually pretty cool to start off.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love that he's got all of those instruments around him. And again, it's the pet.
Yeah.
Just focusing. He's like, this is all I need. All right, now I'm taking a nap. Now I've made it this far. I got cup in 40
Dude,
minutes.
This is the performance. I love it. It's just him doing this.
What is this morning? What have the last 3 hours of my life even been? Wow. Yeah.
Everybody remember this when you get to this part of the game.
Waiting for Damian to get back before we do notes, or what?
No, we can start going through notes. So yeah, started off. We had the Sayonara Wild Hearts acoustic before they went on. Rogue Company had that CG trailer, the gun shop.
Oh right, yeah.
But it led into them announcing that they are on early access today. So you can check that game out right now if you're
Was it
curious.
on Epic or something? They said.
I
think it's Epic.
I don't know if they said, but yeah, go take a look.
I wonder if they asked Nintendo. They were like, "Oh, we're coming out of early access. Can we mention that?" Nintendo's like, "Seemed like announce that as early as you can." You know, and then we're celebrating that all the time. We're in the game.
Bradley Steve says it is Epic. Okay, cool. Overcooked, all-you-can-eat edition coming to Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. Sounds like they basically rebuilt the original game.
As somebody who's played all that content, I'm not thrilled about playing it all again, just looking slightly better. But if you haven't played that,
Yeah. And it's a good thing to fill in that launch lineup, I think. Sure. We got some mixed Piggy bits.
Right, yeah.
Jones, is that a letdown for you?
Yeah, all the Muppet stuff is very disconnected from reality, but whatever. The stuff at the Game Awards I felt was a little more in tune with the humor of the era.
Yeah.
I'm stoked that Girls Make Games on there. Stoked that we're just on the Muppet list one by one. We're just knocking them off. Like Gonzo will be on the next one. That'll be great. But that was a little strange. Gotta be honest.
Yeah. The jokes there were like little.
The cake is a lie. Yeah.
Even just Greg Rice in a field had just a little more honesty and earnestness.
True.
Like any of the Muppet stuff.
Yeah.
Smite had an update. I don't remember what the update was. All I wrote down was Smite.
Oh, two
new character.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At least one. I don't know. Maybe it was. Didn't recognize.
Yeah, maybe just one.
We got that Bugsnax song.
Good song.
Yeah. It was real fun.
Just musical acts is a new Day of the Devs thing, right?
I mean, I'd say more of a Keeley thing, but yeah, I guess the only time they did it before was the Day of the Devs. But yeah, I'm curious how much of that was. I feel like this is more of a Keeley thing than had to do with the Day of the Devs, but they do have the skulls in their studios, so hard to say how much each of those were involved in that, making that happen. But yeah, the main Day of the Devs thing started off with Ghostrunner.
Looks cool.
Yeah, that cool first-person katana game. Then we had Tunche, which is that beat 'em up that was with like a bunch of, yeah, they had the Hat in Time character and a bunch of like South American folklore and stuff. Then we got our first Girls Make Games segment where they really like dialed into like what that group is doing, and the first game there that had the shadows and stuff. Had a weird little aside where IM8-Bit was talking about going into like sustainable packaging and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the Shook Goose Game.
Yeah.
Packaging, right?
Yeah,
good for them. Flex a little bit.
Yeah. An Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs.
Crazy game.
Yeah,
wild game.
This game is gonna be wild to get through. Oh my gosh. So many weird jokes. The cat that was not a cat.
Damian, people are saying the music's a little loud.
Do you want to mute it or do you want it down? Sorry, I was
just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was research breaking. Sorry.
Cool.
Oh yeah, we were hard to hear. Yeah.
I really liked Bugsnax.
Unto the End was really cool. That was the side-scrolling combat game with the
snow.
Yeah,
that did look cool.
Yeah. Then we had the second Girls Make Games game with the Girls with the Bullies. They introduced MWM Interactive as a new publisher in a couple of their games. First was Mundaun, which is the one that was a pencil. The guy, one guy made all of it, drawing stuff out of pencils through the last 6 years.
That looked bizarre. That looked neat.
Yeah. And then GriefHelm was the Nidhogg-like game with the knights.
Yep.
That's up to 4 player. Just comes out in a month.
Yeah,
month
soon.
today.
We should definitely keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't quite catch whether you could like play that totally online. That would be cool to be able to do.
No idea, yeah.
4-player group stream. Let me know if chat says that they confirm that. We got I Am Dead, which puzzle adventure game. It really, like, the teaser really didn't sell it to me as well as the rest of the stuff. Like, once they started getting further and further into this game and this world and just like all the cool stuff that there is going on, I dig it. Like, even if you are just like trying to find little objects and things, it's an interesting little puzzle.
Interesting they showed
mystery.
the same exact teaser trailer that they had before too.
Yeah, I think that's just to lead into it. I think with a small team like that, sometimes it's like that kind of thing can be a lot more effort to take away from your, development. So, Figment Creed Valley was a miss for me. Is anyone else feeling just like a little off, a little like weirdly on the nose of like, here is the closed-minded world and the open-minded world, and
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
The concept was interesting. It didn't look fun.
That too.
Yeah. Just to how much it was kind of one of those you want that balance of like, I'm taking in a whole sorts of information from what I'm looking at, and then I'm learning a whole other thing from how you're explaining it. And that seemed like the person was explaining exactly what I was looking at. And so I was just kind of waiting for the next piece of information or the next twist in the gameplay. It never really came.
And like opinions are like literal trolls blocking bridges in the world. It's I don't know. Like, I just feel like I would probably not enjoy going through that.
Looked like a slower, easy Bastion. Just
Sure.
the pace was a little down.
Alba Wildlife Adventure saw very, very brief glimpse of that from the Monument Valley devs.
You talk about flexing, just getting up away from the keyboard so the music's still going.
That was that was a cool looking game. I want to see more of that. VoidTrain, I'm split on.
Sure, cool concept.
Yeah.
Gameplay
cool.
looked kind of but it could be fun.
I went
Moving
in and then
around
out in the
shooting.
span of one trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to FPS with guns, it's like, oh no. Because everything else before, like the lead up was so good.
This is like an interesting genre that I'm kind of into, that I want more indie devs to explore. The idea of like being on a structure that you can kind of get a little bit away from, but you have to get back to. It's kind of like Metro Exodus, where it's like you're stuck to this craft. I'm kind of curious to check out that like trash game too, where you're just like fishing for little garbage pieces and then building your little raft as it goes down a river. Like, I kind of do dig that concept because it's fun to get attached like to your home, to your structure. But it just didn't. The gunplay was weird, and just floating around and grabbing weird stuff by the train doesn't look very fun.
Mechinus was that little clockwork gear game. I'm kind of not sure what to think of that either.
Yeah,
too early to.
Too early. They didn't really show much
to judge it. Yeah,
like what you'll be doing. They showed like one thing. You brought down a path, and that was about it.
Yeah, I think maybe that's it. Is like, it looks like a cool style. I just don't know, other than like being on this rail, like what I'm actually going to be doing. Similarly, Mask Maker showed nothing.
That was not good. Yeah, way too early to show that one.
Like, I just don't know what the concept is. I just saw an environment.
Yeah, it was a nice village-looking place, but what do you do? Yeah.
Dreamscaper seems like it could be cool. Action RPG. You kind of talk to people in the town during the day and then go around and combat in dreams at night. I'm not sure I understand how they play together, how they interact. But yeah, maybe that's, the nature of dreams is to reflect the things that you saw during the day somehow. And then kind of a weird way to end it, but the Blasphemous DLC.
Nice updates for it.
Yeah, free update. Gets you some new content, gets you some crazy new game plus with like this system where you can like pick like really different restrictions on how you're gonna play through it. And then just like lots of other, really good quality of life things
Yeah.
like fast travel. So feels like people are going to be playing a very different game if they play it next month. Than
I know. I'm curious
they've already
to
played
try it out again.
Do you think you will, Brad? Does that intrigue
Maybe.
you enough?
Yeah, that game is cool.
And I remember you from a review. I remember you saying backtracking was kind of like a pain in the ass, and so like the teleporting stuff looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
like was that you or Huber the review?
No, it wasn't me, but I
Oh.
played a lot of it. I don't know who reviewed it. Either Ben or Huber.
Yeah, I just remember like getting back to where you were before was just like a little longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, I don't even remember that review.
We talked about it on Frame Trap, I know.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, maybe that's
Having
it.
that conversation.
I didn't
Gotcha.
review it, so
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else did.
Might be confusing it with Dead Cells or something. There's some game like that where.
Sure, yeah.
Getting from point A to B. Yeah, it's tough because there's such an honest energy to the way that they produce the show, but like talking about it beforehand just like kind of zaps all of the potential excitement around like, oh, what am I looking at? Like they'll describe a thing and then we see the thing. And it's like, yeah, that's what you said it was. That combined with I think just a couple projects that we're seeing a little too early, that VR thing, and
Yeah, I didn't come away with this as strongly as the first
along
one.
with Piggy. This was just kind of drowsy. No. This was a little.
Yeah,
It's a little
splitting it into two parts and only a month apart was a little. I don't know if that was the. I think it was just to accommodate more people.
Yeah,
I think it weakened. I think they could have picked like the best from each one and packaged it into like that. Just focus on one event that way. It would have been because the first one was. I remember being more enjoyable than this. This felt maybe it was just like burnout from having like the same exact type of presentation again as the last one, but this felt slow. Like it was really slow. It felt a little bit more dull. I don't know. It was just it had the same vibes as the first one, although there were like some good moments.
Yeah.
It just didn't hold my interest as much as the first one throughout the whole thing.
As Brad yawns.
Kind of why I
just
sighed when
tired.
they.
No,
That's kind of why I
no,
sighed
no.
when they said, "Hey, we're coming back in November." I'm like, I guess that's far enough away. I was like,
yeah, November's a good way away.
Yeah, I was like, don't burn yourselves out by like doing these too often. I feel like that's not gonna work. But yeah, if they do like 2 a year or something and spread them out by 6 months, if they want to, because they've been doing this forever. But if they're gonna go with the online versions or have an online counterpart going forward, just make sure they're spaced out enough. Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think that's probably part of the difference too, right? Like they don't typically have to do this kind of presentation, necessarily. Like a lot of times it's like, we're just going to get a bunch of people in a room and set up some game demos and, go around, check out what you like, skip over what you don't like. So,
Yeah, I wonder what the approval process is for stuff like this. With them just saying how they curate stuff, it makes me wonder, like, oh no, those poor games that they're like, we applied, we didn't get in. I guess we're not.
Yeah.
This Piggy didn't want to talk about our game.
well, yeah, and that's the other thing too, is that, yeah, like Jeff kind of boosting this basically by adding in that kind of stuff.
All right. I got to do another hour-long stream after this.
Yeah, I've got to be on that too.
Oh,
So
man.
it's time to wrap it up.
All right. Yeah, we will. We got our whole schedule and stuff you can check out.
Yep.
Yeah, go to
Uploaded
easyallies.com
player.
to see our schedule in your local time.
To do the scooter cut, like, okay,
Yeah.
guys, well, I guess
We've
that's
got more
I mean,
reactions.
it. What else are we looking at here? Nobody tells me anything.
Yeah, the reactions coming up, I think, is the important thing. to pitch.
Play Anime Live on Wednesday, 4 o'clock.
Yep, Wednesday at 4 o'clock Pacific.
And then
the
Thursday
big
morning,
one,
Xbox.
the big
That's
one.
right. Big Xbox.
If you missed it last night because it went up a little bit later, we had our Xbox betting special. You can see that right now on easyallies.com or on our channel. It's right there front and center. So definitely be sure to check that out. Fun times. It's going to make watching that Xbox press conference a lot more fun. Like just waiting, like, all right, which game is first? Which game is first? Is Halo in the first half or the second half?
Yeah.
Is Skyrim going to show up?
Gonna make it very interesting. I just feel bad about I was like, I immediately want to go back and undo some of my bets after the update came out about what they were specifically doing, and then I was like, you know what? Nah, let's let it ride. Let's let it all ride.
Totally.
Let it ride.
I think a lot of stuff can still totally happen.
Just let it ride every time.
Well, I think I did my. I think I did my bets after, and I don't think it changed too much for me. Gotcha. I think the only thing was that like the campaign thing with Halo, that they're only showing campaign, but I think they had said that even earlier.
Oh
so.
yeah, for sure. Huber kept reminding us that was only going to be the campaign. But yeah, all right. Well, thank you all for joining us.
Right on cue.
Yeah, for some Nintendo Mini Direct and
Thanks,
Day of the Devs July. Yeah, thank you all of you for joining me. And ooh, nice credits here. I like these. Love credits. And
we'll see you tomorrow night for a Hall of Greats.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
So everyone, take it easy. Wait, what do you got coming up next, Jones? Sorry, are you streaming?
Cup of Jones.
20
Cup of
minutes.
Jones. Yeah, dog. Cup of Jones coming up for those of you who are patrons.
Usually how we start
On
Mondays.
Patreon, you know.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. See you later.